A fortress of solitude nestled in the Colorado mountains, ADX Florence is the prison where the most dangerous minds on American soil are held captive. What makes it the most cruel prison with the highest security worldwide? Let's find out together as we embark on a journey to a prison where the boundaries between justice and cruelty blur, and the price of maintaining order exacts a toll on both captors and the captured. As soon as they come through the door, you see it in their faces. That's when it really hits you. You're looking at the beauty of the Rocky Mountains in the backdrop. When you get inside, that is the last time you will ever see it. The Supermax is life after death. It's long-term. In my opinion, it's far much worse than death. As stated by Robert Hood, who served as warden from 2002 to 2005. Known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies, this high-security facility, situated in the desolate high desert approximately 2 hours south of Denver, has held a formidable reputation since its inauguration in 1994. No inmate has successfully escaped its confines. The genesis of ADX Florence traces back to a dark chapter in 1983 when a Nazi group, the Aryan Brotherhood, claimed the lives of 2 Illinois prison guards. In response, President Ronald Reagan issued a personal directive for the immediate construction of a prison that would embody order and justice, facilitating the swift re-education of the most violent offenders. Entering this fortress evokes a cocktail of horror and admiration for newcomers, be they lawyers, prosecutors, or fresh recruits. In a perpetual lockdown, prisoners occupy soundproof cells measuring 7 feet by 12 feet, with a scant 1 hour of daily reprieve. A solitary existence is enforced, with inmates barred from direct contact with fellow prisoners while meticulously vetted staff maintain minimal interaction. Within these austere cells, furnished with concrete bunks, desks, stools, and shelves, as well as steel sinks and toilets, life unfolds in isolation. A solitary window measuring 3 feet high and 4 inches wide grants a limited view of the outside world. As reported by the New York Times, the facility is purposefully designed for near-total solitary confinement, making ADX Florence unique among prisons. According to SF-Gate, it stands as the solitary confinement paragon, ensuring that each occupant remains isolated from the broader prison population. Did you know that the infamous El Chapo is serving his life sentence in this prison? Infamous for its unrelenting rigors, this prison subjects its inmates to an unyielding 24-hour solitary confinement regimen. A brief respite occurs within a larger cell, ominously named the empty swimming pool, where vaulted ceilings enclose prisoners for a solitary hour daily. For an initial 3 years, interaction with fellow prisoners is strictly forbidden anywhere on the premises. A draconian measure that, with good behavior, may gradually relent, granting prisoners additional time beyond their cell walls. Within these stark confines, cell furnishings, desk, stool, and bed are hewn from poured concrete, while toilets possess a shut-off mechanism and showers operate on timed intervals. Privileges such as mirrors, lights, radios, and even televisions are sparingly bestowed upon those deemed worthy based on conduct. Instead of a conventional mess hall, sustenance is hand-delivered by guards, bypassing any communal gathering. A surveillance labyrinth ensues with motion detectors, cameras, and a staggering 1,400 remote-controlled steel doors maintaining an unyielding vigil. Yet security escalates further with laser beams, pressure pads, and the ever-watchful presence of attack dogs patrolling the exterior. Operating on the principles of sensory deprivation and solitude, this institution thrusts inmates into an isolated realm where thoughts roam freely, sometimes leading to hallucinations, memory lapses, and the manifestation of irritable behaviors. Designed to confine the most notorious, the prison boasts an escape-proof reputation, housing a roster of individuals that includes Terry Nichols. A domestic terrorist of infamous repute, Nichols is forever linked to the devastating bombing of the Oklahoma City Federal Building. Currently serving an astonishing 161 consecutive life sentences, his accomplice, Timothy J. McVeigh, faced the ultimate penalty with a lethal injection in 2001. Robert P. Hansen, a former FBI agent turned Soviet spy, Hansen orchestrated a clandestine career spanning 25 years, 1976 to 2001, selling thousands of classified documents to Soviet and Russian intelligence. Serving 15 consecutive life sentences, he's known as the worst intelligence disaster in U.S. history, with estimates suggesting he amassed over $1.4 million before his apprehension. Ramzi Ahmed Youssef. Infamously associated with the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, Youssef is now a resident of ADX Florence, serving a life sentence plus an additional 240 years behind bars. Richard Lee McNair. earning the moniker of the Master Escapist. McNair's criminal dossier includes convictions for murder, attempted murder, and burglary. Sentenced to life, he showcases a history of eluding confinement that underscores the formidable security measures of ADX Florence. Welcome to a world where time is measured in solitude and the psyche navigates the maze of its reflections.